Hello and welcome to my Fantasy Football Premier League team selection for the upcoming 2022-23 season. Should already know how it works. Got a 100 million budget to work with, 15 players to fill, my starting 11 and then 4 substitutes. Got to make sure that you spend your money wisely and also want some top quality players on at the same time. So we're just going to get straight into it with our goalkeepers. Now, goalkeeping isn't really much of a problem because they're all roughly the same price. The highest price for a goalkeeper is 5.5 million, and you're going to be getting your top quality goalkeeper. The lowest is 4 million, and there's not really much in it at all. So I would definitely recommend just get some high quality keepers in your team. So one of the ones that I'm going to be signing is Alisson Becker for 5.5 million. He got 176 points last season, which was he won it by a mile. Lloris was second place with 158 points. But my second goalkeeper that I am just going to throw in there is Edouard Mendy from Chelsea. It doesn't really matter as Alisson's going to be my starting keeper. Mendy will just make it on the bench, and it really doesn't. You can spend low money, like 4 million on players when you want to save up for some big player. But with goalkeepers, there's only like 1 million difference, which for my team it works out just right. Now we're going to move on to the defense. Now for defenders, I recommend getting some fullbacks because these are going to be more likely players to get goals and assists, get up further up the pitch. So I'm going to bring in Trent Alexander-Arnold and also João Cancelo from Manchester City. These are 2 attacking fullbacks where with just they're always getting up the pitch, getting the crosses in, getting assists. They score the odd goal as well, and also with Liverpool's first game being against Fulham and Manchester City's first game being against West Ham. I know West Ham's a little bit of a more tricky side, but they should get by. Like Man City's Man City. I recommend getting some players in that their team is facing some low downside. So, these are some good options to get. Now, for my other defender, I'll have to just come up here for my search a player because I am going to be getting a player that's just for the price. Yannick Vestergaard. He's not going to be making it into my side. Once again, as I said, it's literally just so I can save up some money for some big players. So Vestergaard for 4 million. He's going to be on my bench. He's not going to get on. So Vestergaard for my third defender. Okay, I am now going to once again have to come back up here to search for my player. My next defender has just signed for Tottenham. It is going to be Ivan Perisic. Now, Perisic can work as a winger, but obviously in Tottenham's team, he's going to be a left wing back, and I reckon he's gonna be attacking minded. Once again, he's gonna get his fair amount of goals, I think, and assists. And Tottenham's first game is against Southampton, which I think Southampton are going to be pretty poor this season. So I'm going to go for Ivan Perisic for my penultimate defender, and then my final defender in here. He had a really good start with them, picked up an injury, but he should be back to his best now. Kieran Trippier for Newcastle United. He's on the free kicks. He's more than likely to score them. He's absolutely superb. And Trippier is one that makes it into my final slot in defence. Next up is our midfield. Our midfielder options. We're going to go for Mo Salah. We have to go in there. He's our most expensive signing so far and will be our most expensive player that we will buy. He was joint highest goal scorer with Heung-min Son, which is again a player that I am putting in there as well last season. And I think both of them are going to continue to just score goals. So yeah, they're making it into my side. Salah and Son. Okay, now we're going to go off on getting some cheaper options that I think will do well. Once again, I'm going to have to scroll up here to search for my player, and the next midfielder that I am going to be getting is Leon Bailey from Aston Villa. Now, this one is, well, I think is a really good option because he's only 5 million, really, really cheap. He didn't have the best of seasons last season, but he did pick up an injury. He's come back, and in pre-season, he's been superb. Scored a goal against Manchester United the other day. Inspired the comeback. Just his skills, his pace, obviously, is his main attributes. Can just run past defenders, and I think Bailey's going to be a massive player for Aston Villa this season, and I'm putting him in my squad. Another midfielder that I am going to be getting also from Aston Villa is Philippe Coutinho. Now, unlike Bailey, Philippe Coutinho hasn't had the greatest of pre-seasons, and obviously he won't be able to play full 90 minutes anymore, but I still feel like he could potentially very easily get on the score sheet. So yeah, Philippe Coutinho is going to be my other midfielder option. And then also, we've got to fill out that final midfielder slot now. And I am going to be getting Bruno Guimaras from Newcastle United. He had a really good finish to last season with Newcastle. Getting assists, getting goals, the midfielder, and I think he's going to be very big for Newcastle this season. So I'm gonna chuck him in there. He's only 6 million as well, so I feel like for me it's a good purchase. My first striker that I am going to be putting in is Arsenal's new signing, Gabrielle Jay Zeus. He had a really good start with pre-season. I feel like it's going to continue on in the league. Arsenal, they don't have a striker. They sold Lacazette. Nketiah isn't really first team quality, I don't think, as of yet. For a top side like Arsenal, he could maybe fit in as somewhere like a lower Premier League side. But Jesus is going to be really big for Arsenal, pretty much guaranteed to start unless he's got an injury. I feel like he's going to score goals. Came from Man City. Little like restart in his career maybe. He was doing really well with Man City. I think he's going to do absolutely superb with Arsenal. So he's my first striker. Now, the two strikers that I have remaining... Oh, that's swearing. Now, there's two strikers that I have remaining. And they're both going to be on the cheap because I only have 9 million left. But... I'm going to put him in. It's going to be Cameron Archer from Aston Villa. Now, this all depends on whether or not he's going to go out on loan or not. The decision is going to be made in a couple of days' time whether he'll be sticking with Aston Villa's first squad for the upcoming season or whether he'll be obviously going out on loan to like a championship club. But with their first game being Bournemouth, their only strikers, Watkins and Ings, really the main ones, and look, they're not guaranteed to start because Cameron Archer, absolute big wonder kid coming through now. And look, if he starts, he's going to score goals 100%. It's going to be a big signing this, as I said, on the cheap. But look, I think like next season, if he's going to be starting for Villa this season, he's going to be worth 9 million. He's going to be a big up-and-coming striker. So I'm getting him on the cheap while I can here. Big signing, I feel. And then my final striker doesn't really matter because he's going to be on the bench because I'm only going to be playing two up front. It's going to be Greenwood from Leeds United. It's he's obviously he's not going to be on the pitch for me, but he's going to be, for Leeds United. I feel like he's going to be used quite a bit as maybe a substitute. Obviously, I'm just using him to save money because it's the only money that I have left, and he's going to be on the bench. So yeah, let's just quickly submit my team and then show you what the full starting 11 is going to look like. I'll be back in a sec. And here we go. This is my starting 11. We can see on the Tottenham shirts and Newcastle shirts. My green screens made holes in their shirts, but anyway, this is my starting 11, and look, we'll see what happens with it. I think it's pretty decent. We'll see what happens. So yeah, there we go. That's my reasoning. Those are my players, and yeah, If you did enjoy, please do leave a like and subscribe to the channel. And Premier League score predictions for the first game week will be coming about 5 days before the start of the season. So, next weekish. So, yeah, I'll see you all soon. Bye.